phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This will be fielded at the 8th. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
On play action, they'll throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
All right, now look at 56.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. And I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To the air. Allen going deep here for Bryant. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Des Bryant, 76 yards. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. Return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
And they'll go on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off reception.
Gone!
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Lucky 56.
Allen now on 1st down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, Allen. He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Out left side here to Bryant. Oh, now he bowls him over. A gain of 32 that time.
You can go back to Stillwater, Oklahoma, in his days as an Oklahoma State Cowboy and see very similar plays. We always talk about running backs who don't give up on a run. He doesn't give up on a catch or a run after it, does he?
Now, Dez is one of the best in the business, and as you always say, so competitive, isn't he?
Without a doubt. He's going to fight you to the nth degree.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was the prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Unable to corral him. He fights through. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Shoot. Gone. Watch him now, Barney.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Leopard! Detroit! All right, now, Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On 2nd down, Johnson. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jarrett Davis in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Myles Garrett in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A gain of 32 that time.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw here. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Jones. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there?
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
He'll rifle this one deep right. Touchdown, Packers! Bryant, as the first half is winding down, and the Packers add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Detroit getting set to go now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... That's caught inside the 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Crosby puts it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a handoff looking right. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with a...
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 54 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. O.J. Howard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4
touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big play there for the Lions. 59 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
Good! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He finds an opening past the 40. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 47 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Equanimeous St. Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They're going to look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Mike Daniels in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Allen. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He completes it to Bryant. And he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to pump the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And on the ground they go with a running back. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And Crosby puts it through. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
So out now come the Lions. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Green Bay, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll sink now to 0-4. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.